There is an event coming up at Merrill Auditorium on Sunday. It's like nothing else that really happens in Portland over the course of the year. With us here to talk about it is Dinah Minot, who is the Executive Director of Creative Portland. Creative Portland is the official nonprofit arts agency of the City of Portland. Thanks for coming in. It's good to have you here.
Great to be here.
So this event is called Here, Here 3. What is it?
It's like hear what's here.
Right. H-E-A-R.
Right.
H-E-R-E.
So, our goal is to promote the local artists and local arts ecosystem. So this is the show for performing arts. And we have found, such an interesting group of performing artists from Maine and mostly from Portland. And this is showcasing them in 10 consecutive acts at Merrill Auditorium, up on the big stage.
So you got a whole range of performers, and we'll talk about the diversity that the performers have. But as you said, or just to make it clear, everyone who performs either was born and raised in Maine, or lives in Maine, or works in Maine. So you're really shining a light here on Maine musical talent.
Absolutely, and that's very important to us because many of the Mainers who perform nationally or are out on the stage internationally, are from here, but we like to recognize them as our own. And they also play in community groups in their own towns, and they do their own showcases. So to have them all together under one roof is an extraordinary experience of seeing them supporting each other. And
this is one special event, but there are other things that are happening on that whole weekend, actually 3 days of special events. Tell me a little about that.
So Maine Music Weekend Festival is the 3-day event, September 5th through 7th. And it's kind of like Restaurant Week in that we're showcasing and promoting the stages, music venues and clubs in Portland, and also providing access so that it's not an elite concert going experience. Anybody can go to these shows at these venues.
That's an important part, is you want to bring in, obviously, as many people as possible, but you don't want anyone to feel, oh, that's not for me.
Right.
You really want to wrap your arms around the audience.
We want an inclusive community experience because people bond through the arts, especially music, and to have that experience together is so important. And there's a sort of eclectic array of music that's already happening in the venues. And then there will be some free concerts, for instance, at Bayside Bowl Rooftop, Micro Mazzy will play, and that's free and open to anybody as long as, they can take the capacity there.
As we said, you got a wide range of musical styles and musical performers for the Here Here show. Who are some of the people who will be playing?
Okay, we have some familiar faces from the past, because this is the 3rd edition of Here Here. And that includes Batimbo United, Burundian drummers. It includes the rock star, OG quartet from Palaver Strings. And they are playing an incredible piece, Voodoo Dolls by Jesse Montgomery. And we have also a group jazz quartet component this year. We have jazz featuring Jamie Saft, who's a virtuoso musician and lives in Midcoast. He moved here to Maine after living in Brooklyn, but he's played with Beastie Boys, Iggy Pop. He's a major organ grinder musician.
So you've really got this broad array of talent, and again, the idea is that 1 + 1 + 1 doesn't equal 3. Maybe 1 + 1 + 1 = 5. You get something bigger out of it by having such a terrific number and diversity of artists.
Yeah, and it's also fascinating to be in the audience under the same roof and see there's the sort of blue-haired, gray-haired ladies here for the classical strings. There's the different communities there for the Burundian or Rwandan dancers. There are the jazz folks. There's the punkers. There's the rockers. There's the pop duo people. Do you know what I mean? So we have a little bit of everybody under the same roof. To me, that's the art of community. I'm more fascinated by the people in the audience, but obviously I'm so proud of who we've assembled.
It's a great way to bring together music and community. Dinah, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks.
Again, it's Here, Here 3. It's happening Sunday at 6 p.m. at Merrill Auditorium in Portland. We've got more information on the event on the whole weekend. You'll find that link in the 207 section of our New Center Maine our New Center Maine app and website. Stick around. We'll return right after this.